Check 1 2. Oh, hey, there I am. What's up, everybody? We are live in person ish, kind of. Kaylee, what's up? What's up, Kevin Jackson? Ricky? I don't know where Ricky is. He's busy. Something. Turn this down a little bit. How's everybody doing? Did anyone ride today? Who all's in here so far? Who's excited that we got in here on time? What a crazy X Games this weekend. No doubt. We can talk about X Games first because X Games was insane. What's up, CX? What's up, Braden? Oh, boom, look at that. Oh. Actually, first I should give an update. Let's see. July, August 16th. What's up, 20 grip? I don't know where Ricky is. I just said I don't know where Ricky is. No ride, had to work at the shop. 20 grip. How's it going? We're just hanging out. And update on the California business. Jersey Drew. Download Skype and jump in here with me, Drew. What's up, Jeff Mead? California trip. It's like $130. We're almost, like, literally, I think I'm going to try and book this thing on Thursday. And it's thanks to all you guys. Drew's like, I'm on it right now. Let's do it. I'm in. What's up? Say 10 times. Yeah, I think I might book it Thursday because why not? Kevin Jackson. We're even closer now. Gonna make this California trip happen. I think we're trying to go potentially. I gotta find out. Get everything lined up. I think maybe September 13th through 20th. I think. 165 or 175 millimeter cranks. That kind of depends on you. If you, I mean, really, it's not a huge difference, but it can help for certain things, basically. What's up, Chris Gold? That's my favorite descriptive vid from you. Thank you. Okay, funny story about that video. I had to make that video twice because the first time I did it, I said a whole bunch of things completely wrong. So I had to start over and do it all again from scratch. It was kind of a pain. Oh, we're going to go right into talking about the coaster. So I've never had a free coaster on my bike. So I had to learn how to use the free coaster today. I had to learn how free coasters work, and you have to keep your feet exactly right. Thanks, say 10 times. I hope it would come out solid after having to do it twice. But when it comes to the coaster, I think it also has to be broken in. They told me that there's a break-in period, and I don't think I gave it enough time before I started just trying stuff. So like at first, Abubicas were really hard because I would land and it would just be engaged. And then by the time the end of the session came around, Abubicas were working. Ice to fakies at first did not work at all, literally at all. And then by the end of the session, they were working. So I don't know if I learned how to hold my feet or if the free coaster was getting broken in or what. I got a first impressions video that we filmed today. We did some experiments. We did a test. We did some, like, we had a control where it was my bike before I put the coaster on it. And then we had the tests afterwards to see if there was much of a difference. So there's a few different things there. And then a bunch of riding. If you're a ramp ninja, your coaster is your katana. Jeff, the thing about it was, like, when I would do ice to fakies, or anytime I'd put any sort of amount of forward pedal pressure, it would engage instantly. So, oh yeah, we're gonna do a fakey game of bike. We did a game of bike, but it wasn't that one. We did one on Cody's bike today, but we'll do a fakey game of bike with it. Um, so it makes it different because you don't have to disengage it. You just go and you just ride. So like for your normal flat ground tricks or just normal tricks that you'd use your coaster on, like that you see people using a coaster with, you're literally just you're riding, you're doing it, and then you're landing and you're faking, and you didn't have to disengage it. You just did it. No caller ID. That's weird. Let's answer it. Hello? Yeah. Yo, hey, do you know my Skype name? It's Drew.
No, you want to text it to me?
Yeah, it's just Green Bandana Kid. No spaces.
Green bandana kid, no
Yep.
spaces.
I've got it
All
open,
right,
so you should be able to get it.
all right.
There is a art to over pedaling towards the ramp, then back off a quarter to open the coaster right up. Interesting. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but this thing, you literally just don't do anything. You just ride. So like, just using it sounds pretty cool. And I think I'm learning how things work because coasters are a totally different experience. And I posted some stuff on Instagram. Look at this. We got a Jersey Drew calling. There he is. Look, it's Jersey Drew.
What's going on, Brent?
Not much. You're a little quiet.
Quiet. I'm on my phone, that's why.
Oh, I think I might just have it turned down. Yeah, I just had it turned down. Duh. I hadn't listened to anything yet.
How's it going? How was the crash?
Dude, it wasn't even bad. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let me see.
Like everyone's freaking out because it looks bad, but it
I
wasn't
saw the
bad.
screenshot of the picture and I was like, oh no, the man scorpioned.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely scorpioned, and like it looks really bad, but it was nowhere near as bad as it looked. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you can both see it.
Okay. Oh, Bart. Oh, oh, on the Bardonian.
I just in like what I landed in was just a pile of soft dirt.
Well, at least it wasn't concrete.
Right.
Or else, you might look a little different.
Yeah, right. Everybody's psyched that you're in here. I'm psyched too. Ricky must be busy today. He didn't.
Yeah, they all went to Mullally, and I was like, nah, I'm not about it. I don't feel like going into the city, especially because there was a Yankee game today. And,
Oh, would that make it crazy?
making parking over there and just the traffic alone by Mullally, it's a nightmare and a half.
Gotcha. What was I gonna say? Did you watch any X Games?
I watched like the highlights on Instagram,
That was
but
it.
thank you, Matt Hoffman and Morgan Wade. Other than that, and also my boy Dimitri that flew out there for it. But other than that, no, I didn't get to actually watch anything. I heard Garrett won street park, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Um, but yeah, other than like some of the big air, maybe some of the street park, that's all I really saw.
Yeah. What did you think of what you saw?
Well, I saw like highlight clips of like the park stuff, like that one kid that was doing like quad bars and
Yeah, Rim.
the 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, Rim.
Dude, that just makes me want to put my bike down. Like, I love biking, but it's just like, what have I been doing with my life? I could barely air a quarter in bar spin, and this kid's throwing four.
Do you want to do 4?
I mean, I want to do a double again. I've only done one in my life, and I can't even call it a double. I'll call it a 1 3/4. I broke 3 spokes on a hazard light rim off of a feeble stall. So.
Dang. All I'm saying is, if you have no desire to do 4, then it's okay that you can't do 4.
I mean, I ain't against trying it if I can launch my big ass, but I mean, I am fighting gravity every time I ride a BMX bike, my boy.
Yeah. Whatever.
It is what it is.
What else? What else is there with X Games that you thought?
I mean, Morgan Wade 360ing and tail whipping into big air, just a roll in. Like,
Dude.
I I looked at that and I'm like, dude, I think riding down it, I would probably shit my pants on the way down.
Yeah, when
Like, forget the jump and forget the quarter. Like one kid did. Wait, what was a skateboarder? He did like a 900, like 13 feet out of the top of that.
jeez,
It's probably big, probably higher, but what I
yeah,
saw, I was like, Jesus Christ! Like a guy looked like he could have put like a parachute on him and base jumped from that height.
yeah. Oh, you might have actually been able to.
You probably could. Like,
What was it? 1260. 1260 happened in skateboarding.
Jesus.
That's three spins.
Three full circles and coming down. That's
Yeah, it's crazy. But whenever I saw Morgan Wade land his run, I like freaked out, and I don't freak out watching stuff ever. It was like he did that, he did it all, and it was all perfect. And he got the one-handed double whip, and it was just like, oh my god.
After that, if I was there, I don't care if security speared me. I'd come running up with a beer for him and be like, "You need this now."
Dude, it was crazy.
Yo, when you coming back out to Jersey again, my boy?
I don't know. I'm trying to go to California next month.
All right, yeah, go to California. California's
If I would knew,
as much as I would love to see you again and hang out and ride, I mean, but shit, I'd pick Cali over Jersey any day. Even though I love Jersey, but
well,
Cali,
in the fact that I already went to New Jersey this year.
yeah, that's true. I mean, you did have to deal with me, Ricky, and our lovely bunch.
No, that was awesome though.
Hey, and you got a great dinner out of it that one night.
Yeah.
That Greek place was bomb.
Yeah. What was it? Did you see the backflip body varial on a dirt bike?
No.
Somebody did it on a dirt bike.
Backflip. I remember watching, what was it, Tommy the Tomcat Clowers do it? Wasn't he the first person to do a body varial?
I remember that dude Kyle Loza doing something like that.
Motocross is a terrifying sport because if you mess
Seriously.
up that 500+ pound bike landing on you, that's like two of me landing on somebody.
Dude, nuts. Thank you, Kristen. What was I? The backflip body varial. So he's doing a backflip, and he's also spinning his body 360 and landing it.
I want to know how you practice that. Like,
Foam pit.
no, I mean like contorting your body to flip and then spin off of the axis, like, and keep with the rotation and catch the bike.
Oh, dude, he did not land perfectly smooth, so it was nuts.
The fact that you could do a backflip and then spin while doing it like that and catch it and have the bike like stay semi straight enough for you to get back on it and not go wild in the air. That whole thing is just like, screw physics.
Just a backflip on a dirt bike in general, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight to pull back and hope to God it goes straight.
Seriously.
Even though Travis did two, he was the first one to do a double. Shout out Travis Pastrana.
Yeah, I remember when that one happened.
I remember sitting in my friend's house in Old Tapan, and we watched like a rerun. So it was like late at night, and when we watched that happen, we both jumped up and screamed. And I remember his mom and dad coming downstairs, thinking like we were beating the heck out of each other. They're like, "What did you idiots do?" We're like, "No, we watched something on TV. It was cute."
I was at my grandma's house sitting when that happened.
So you didn't have to worry about grandma yelling at you when you screamed, or like was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, basically, I was the only one there.
Yo, you missed out, man. Like the spot, like after you left, we found that new, we call it Pleasure Land.
Yeah, I saw that.
Spot. Yo, I mean, it's not big and not fabulous yet, but it's growing, man. Like that place is fun. You would have loved the bank to ledge setups we got there too.
Oh,
like,
they looked fun. They looked real fun.
I'll tell you though, it gets hot back there.
Like heat hot, or are you talking about some other kind of hot?
Like heat hot.
Okay.
Like, even though it's been getting like, I mean, even the sessions have been getting crazy. Like people have been coming up with some cool stuff doing there.
Yeah.
like Ricky, myself, Ryan, Little Jeff, Lugo, and a few other people have been back there. And like some of the stuff we've been throwing down, and with the little minimal stuff that we have back there, I hope that the locals keep building it up, because next time you come back out there, because even the town came back there and they were like, "Yo, that place is like this is clean. This is cool as hell. Like keep going."
That's awesome.
Like, they don't even care as long as we keep it clean and we don't have like druggies going through there.
Yeah.
Like find a heroin dude in the tree or something like that.
Right. It looks awesome. It really does. Somebody asked, where were you when Hoffman did a no-handed 900 on vert?
Oh God, I was still living in Edgewater, and I was at a friend of mine that doesn't even ride, a lesbian chick named Chelsea. She's awesome, but she always liked the BMX stuff. So we watched the X Games, and I saw him do that no-handed 9. I jumped and literally punched her ceiling because she lived on the first floor. And her mom came in, and her mom was a scary Spanish lady. No disrespect. But
That's
in my
so
life, I
funny.
learned to be afraid of small Spanish women, short Jewish women, short Spanish, black, and Jewish women.
That
This
is
lady
funny.
came in like a fucking race car driver and grabbed me in a blink of an eye and said, "You trying to put holes in my ceiling?" She threw me out. And then came back outside and was like, "Nah, Drew, we love you. Come back inside. Just shut the hell up."
That's funny. So then someone else asked if anyone watched the Dave Mira best trick. Dude, that one's sweet. It's only 25 minutes long of a contest, so you can watch the whole video on the X Games YouTube channel pretty quick. There's some crazy stuff going down.
Who won?
Mike Varga, he did a 900 tail whip.
Oh, was that the kid that Catfish put up a while ago? Where the guy
No,
landed.
different 900 tail whip.
Oh, a different kid did it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
I can't even fucking tail whip.
Yeah, dude, I can't even imagine. What else is there?
That would be such a hard slam, too. Oh, my God.
Pat Casey was trying to wall ride to double whip. Yeah. Then
I feel like if someone, people have been doing wall ride flares since, Scotty and Ryan Googler.
Yeah.
I could totally see someone doing, a triple tail whip out of a high enough wall ride.
Oh, probably.
I mean, crap. Luke does flat wall rides to tail whip like nothing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these park guys, they
better step up.
Yeah, right? We should put Luke in a park for a month.
Yep.
If he would even ride a park for a month.
That's funny.
What he'd do.
What else was there? Daniel Sandoval did his so it's like the start of a 540 tail whip, but he catches the tail whip at 360 and then kicks a downside whip and spins his body. It's hard to explain.
Kind of like a weird 360 decade.
Yeah, but it's a 540 rotation kind of. Okay. It's so hard to explain. It's like a 3 whip to down whip in a air out.
Hashtag where's Matt Sparks?
Yeah, well, someone just said Craig Mast tried wall ride triple tail whip and crashed, but came close in an old Eastern video. Won.
He got it.
540 whip late decade. I wouldn't call it a 540 whip because he doesn't do a 540 with his body too. He stops. I don't know. It's so hard to explain. That's the other thing. Scotty was announcing cash rolls as 360 front flips. But that's I get where it comes from.
Yeah.
I get where that's coming from. But if you break it down, a cash roll is a 180 to backflip to 180.
Yeah.
Because they're going at it. They 180, backflip, and then they finish the rotation.
People need to stop smoking so many things.
Oh, dude, these tricks are crazy.
Yeah. Pretty soon, people are just going to be doing 360 backflip bike flips.
That's Zach Warden. He already did that.
I quit.
Zach Warden won X Games Big Air with that trick 5 years ago.
I quit. I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, because the nature of how he does it, when he does the bike flip, he spins his bike 360 at the same time while he's in the backflip.
Oh, I see. I didn't. Okay, now I understand the physics behind that one.
Yeah,
I feel like you have to be a physics major to do big air stunts
you
like
really
that.
do because
Like,
there's certain tricks that don't work.
yeah, like Ryan Nyquist figuring out about the brakes with certain bar spin tricks. Like
Yeah,
back when I was younger, I remember when he was doing that stuff. I still can't believe. I mean, I know this is really old news. This is back from like Drop the Hammer days when he did the first 720 bar spin
yeah,
video part. I was like, how? How do you do how?
uh huh,
Truck drivers were hard to me back then, and he's doing 720s bars.
yeah.
Like,
So these people are saying someone said front flip about the cash roll. I'm gonna play a video of Mad Dog doing it, and I'm gonna put it over here. Make Drew tell a New Jersey street riding story. Bob Scarbo preferred.
oh, I got one.
What's up, Temwed? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna play this cash roll clip, and we're gonna see. I know you can't see it, but they could see it. So here you go. Wait, can I slow it down? I forgot. I can slow this down. Playback speed 0.25. Okay, watch this. So he's doing 180. Here's the backflip, then 180. It makes perfect sense. 180, backflipping because his bike is still straight up and down. He's doing a backflip, and now he's finishing his 180. What's up, Temwed?
Yeah, you got to put the sign in.
Well, they didn't do anything. They're just here.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Revenue, my boy. Revenue. Yo, they made the best meme with my face on it. Of remember when you and Ricky were playing and I was the judge for the game of bike?
Yeah.
They sent me a meme where when I went like this, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it was like Jersey. Then they made like a seal that says Jersey Drew approved 100%. I died.
Oh yeah, duh. I saw that. Duh.
Oh, they shared that?
Yeah, I saw that because what was I gonna say? Because you told me to do that in the video, and then I just didn't have time while I was editing it.
But I do have a Sherbo story.
Yes, let's hear it.
Funny that I have two incidences where I randomly ran into the guy. First time I'm on like a date from this girl from like Richfield Park or whatever. We went and grabbed coffee in Little Ferry, and there was this bank to ledge spot with like this also another ledge to flat rail spot that you can like hop on the ledge and ride at that Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
So all of a sudden I get Dunkin' Donuts with her. We're outside and we're smoking cigarettes, bullshit. You know, the normal stuff you do when you're 17 years old with nothing else to do when you're broke.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're sitting there chilling. And then the next thing you know, I see like a weird van come in. And at the time, it was the sketchy old animal van.
All right.
And at the time, I didn't know. And I'm sitting there and I see a bunch of guys on bikes. And she's like, don't you ride bikes and do tricks and stuff too? And all of a sudden, I looked, like really looked. And I saw the Bob bars.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this is going to be a 50-50 chance right now. But I saw the brown Dickies. Now, if you're a Jersey local or you watch enough Bob Sherbo, you know brown Dickies or just Dickies and Bob Sherbo bars. It's a 75-25% chance it's Bob.
That's funny.
So I walk over and I explain to this girl, I'm like, look, if this is the guy that I think it is, you're about to meet a world famous BMX rider. Like, you know, he might not be on TV, but everyone in the sport knows who he is. And I walk up, and all of a sudden, before I even got the chance to say, hey, Bob, all of a sudden they all turned and looked at me, and Bob was the first one to jump up. He's like, fucking Jersey Drew. He comes running over, and he's like, wait, you're actually, like, really friends with these guys? Like, I thought you would just know who he was. I'm like, nah, I hang out with Bob in Jersey City at Mike Brennan and Vinny Salmon's apartment all the time.
That's funny.
But then I made Bob do a signature bunny hop 360 for her, and I think if Bob was interested, I could have lost a girl that night.
That's funny.
And then the second story, Bob and Ralph actually helped me the time Aaron Ross and Joe Moody came to ride and get film for. I think it was. What the hell is the video? It was for an Empire video or clips for his Aaron Ross's part in the Hustler song video, the one where he was like, the Aaron Ross song.
Yeah.
I meant the fucking Aaron Ross, Rick Ross song. But anyway, we were riding Newark, and we ended up getting lost with these guys, and I think it had to be like 2 a.m. in the morning. I didn't have a phone with GPS, so all of a sudden, Bob was nice enough to convince Ralph, be like, yo, this kid doesn't know where he is. He came down here with Jesse Sisicki and Mike Brennan, and he stayed out riding with us because he was having fun. And they actually got me. They went out of their way for me and showed me how to get back to Bergen County from Newark when I had no idea.
What nice guys.
Yeah, Bob's a man. I fucking love Bob.
I haven't met him, but I definitely believe you.
Dude, Bob's that OG dude that if you're good to him, he'd be good to you.
Oh my god, dude. You ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Tim Wed says Sylvester Stallone plus Larry the Cable Guy equals Jersey Drew.
Hey, at least he threw in Sylvester Stallone.
Dude, Sylvester Stallone's a badass.
Yeah,
Look, there it is. No, you gotta say get her done, but in this...
you gotta get her done.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this? What is happening?
At least he didn't say Paul Blart.
Yeah, right.
Shit, that would be sad.
So I've been looking at my phone a lot, and it's because, what do I want to say here? We're doing an international Lip Lords game of bike on Instagram.
Oh, that's big.
Dude.
My money's on Russia.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I gotta get Russian people to freaking join.
Russia or Germany? Are we going to start making bets here?
Well, so far we only have 3 different countries.
Okay, we got U.S.
And I'm saying international because there's no bounds for it. Not that it's country against country.
Yeah.
There's the U.S., Canada, and Australia so far.
All right, well, right now I'm going with Canada.
I would go with the U.S.
Sato
because...
and Jay Miron came from there.
Well, I would go with the U.S. because there's only 2 people from Canada and 1 person from Australia, and the rest are in the U.S.
Oh, all right, so the odds are against me.
Yeah, well,
unless Jeff Mead enters. If Jeff Mead enters, my money's on Jeff.
Jason, okay, so here's the way that this is going to work. So I've got everyone who's signing up, and I'm putting them on the, what am I trying to say? I'm putting them on a piece of paper, whatever, picking 2 out at a time. Those people are against each other, and then just making a whole bracket that way. So then I'm going to post that bracket and tag all of the people or whatever, and it's going to be from the time that goes live, the people who are, how do I pick who goes first? I guess just the first person I pick for each.
I'd say do it out of a hat.
Well, I'm saying like the first person I pick out of the hat for each game is the one who will go first.
Okay.
But from that point in time, the person who's setting will have 72 hours to post a clip of their set and send it to me. Then from the time that I post that, the person they're against has 72 hours to go and film themselves landing that trick and post it and send it to me. And if they don't in that 72 hours, then they get a letter.
Yeah. Or you can make it really, really. I mean, if you have more people, you can say if you don't respond in 72 hours, you either get a letter, and if I don't hear back from you 24 hours after that, you forfeit.
Yeah, I guess that could be fair.
Just so you don't drag it out for too long.
Well, I actually no. Okay, so what it could be is because then the next person has to set. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
could be, you have 72 hours to land the trick and post your set in the same video. So that, so even if you don't pull the trick, you post your set. And if you
Yeah.
don't post your set in 24 hours after that mark, you're out. So far, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, like 20 people.
Oh yeah, this is going to be an interesting tournament then.
It's going to take a while to make it
I
happen,
hope I
too.
hope my hometown boy is in there. Is
Who?
Mead in there?
Yeah, Jeff Smead's already in it. Groff's already in it. Pootie's in it.
Okay.
Brad
Okay.
K is in it.
My money's on Mead.
Well, we'll see. It
I'll take a
doesn't.
$5 bet right now. Mead.
All right. So, someone asked, how do you know if the trick is first try? Doesn't matter in this game of bike. You have 3 days to land the trick. Rather than one try, you have 3 days.
So they're gonna throw down some hard.
That's the whole thing.
Shit.
This makes strategy important because if you set a trick that's too easy, then the other person is just going to do
yourself.
it. Yeah. But if you set something that's too hard, you look like a dick.
I really think, especially after watching Mead ride this past Friday, the little bit of the time I did,
Yeah.
just messing around with Ricky when I was filming something for Ricky, like doing Ricky crazy trick. Mead just comes over and literally does something. I'm not going to say it now because if he uses it, I don't want to give anybody ideas. But literally, I sat there and I've ridden with Mead since I was probably about. I mean, I've known Mead since I was about 15, 16, and I'm about to be 32. So just to give you an idea, I watched Mead do something ridiculously. I say stupid because it's just like mind blowing. It's not an actual stupid thing, but the amount of I sound like I'm sucking his dick right now, and it's pretty bad. But I just want you to know I love you, Jeff. But oh God, I just created a meme, Team Weed meme.
Nah, you didn't. You're good.
But no, I'm betting on Jeff. If you give him 72 hours, he's get like I hope, unless these kids are like skate park rats that are gonna do like full air to 360 foot jam, downside tail whip to 360 pivot out or something crazy just to throw it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mead will kill him on the technical, especially if he does fakey stuff onto it, like back wheel fakey wizard right there.
Oh, he's without a doubt amazing rider.
I mean, I don't know too much about the other entries. I might, but off the top of my head, I'll bet Mead. I'll bet my bike on Mead.
I'll go through the list. So Sir Villani is in it.
Sir Villani?
Yeah. I just have Instagram names. I don't have people's actual names. So
it doesn't matter because
his name
Mead's
just
gonna
says
win.
AV. I don't know. Mike Groff, Sponge is in it. Rad
That's
BMX
your boy, right?
from Michigan. Yeah. TJ Henderson, Bobby Altizer, Jeff Mead. System BMX from up in Canada. Dean Watson.
Dean's the fucking man.
Yeah, Dean's good too.
Oh yeah, Dean's a savage.
Dean's gonna hit him with some tricks they've never seen before.
Like bump jump ride up like a 30-cent stair to tail whip out.
Yeah, except that's not on quarter pipes.
Well, he'll find a way to make bump jumping up a stair to the top of a quarter.
Yeah. When the first time I ever saw him or said anything to him, he was at Ray's and he was doing foot jam to Vader jam, but he was using his heel and his fork and then just wrapping his foot around into the Vader. It was crazy.
Yeah, you can't sleep on Dean, man. That beard is not his only great trait.
You're right. All right, Drew, I'm going to show you what Tim Wed just sent me, but I'm going to block the camera because it'll get me kicked off YouTube.
I'm guessing I'm Flounder. Team Wed. Come on, how you gonna how you gonna disrespect
Pretty funny, right?
Fellow sponsor riders. Come on, man. I'm still waiting for stickers too.
Oh, yeah. I gotta give a humongous shout out to 20 Grip in the chat. The Cali Fund just got bumped up a little bit higher.
Hey.
Pretty awesome, thank you.
What's it called? When's the next time you're doing another show?
What
that
show?
You're inviting people on just every Sundays, right?
I live stream Thursdays and Sundays usually.
Okay. Because my phone's giving me a low battery warning now.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm actually
Right.
at my house. But it was a pleasure talking to you. Next time you do it, let me know. If I can, I'll definitely join in with you. And hopefully I'll know a little bit more about what the hell's going on lately.
Sounds good.
All right, my boy. Have a great night.
You too. See
Everyone
ya.
else, thank you.
Boom. There it was. Jersey Drew jumping in with us. Kevin Jackson, thank you. How's it going? With the how's it going sticker. It's going pretty well. And that is going towards the Cali Fund. Holy crap. The Cali Fund is going to be approaching $200 quickly. And that's insane. So thank you. Seriously. What should we do now? What do you guys think we should do? Should we talk about XGames? What do you guys want to talk about? I know I saw someone ask about the free night wheel again. I kind of talked about it a little bit already, but basically I feel like I have to learn how to use a free coaster because I've never had one on my bike before. So like there's a technique to using a free coaster, and just because you don't have to disengage this free coaster does not mean that it doesn't re-engage just as well. Like it if you give it pedal pressure, just like any other free coaster, it's going to engage. So you kind of just have to learn how to use it. Any questions in the chat? Anything you guys want to talk about? You need to see the Rusty B-Day 8 videos. What does that mean? The Fly Hub. I heard that as well about October. I am excited for that Fly Hub, and I hope that I can try it. Dude, James Foster freaking took it. That was so bad. He pulled a what am I trying to say? He pulled a Jake Brown. He fell from the freaking sky. Oh, I don't know anything about Anthony Panza's videos. Broken hip and femur. Oh my god. Jake Brown walked off. He got lucky. James did not get lucky. That sucks. Coaster brakes are no. Heck yeah, coaster brakes make certain tricks that are impossible possible. The Mega Double BMX with Morgan Wade and Michael. That was sick. Actually, you know what? I forgot. We can look at Instagram videos without getting copyrighted. So let's pull up the BMX Instagram. Boom. Did Morgan get robbed of gold? No, he did not get robbed of gold. R. Willie 100% had a better run, but Morgan Wade's run got me way more hyped than his did. Just because it was, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain or anything. What is this? Oh, let's mute the audio. R. Willie flipped into the ramp. Exactly. Yeah, let's just quadruple bar spin air. That's what Drew was talking about. Rim is an absolute shredder, and he's only 16. I do feel like Marcus Christopher should have made the finals, but the way that they judged this was the overall impression of all of your runs. So not just one of your runs and how good you did in one of them, like normal contests. It was the overall impression of all of it. And it was like, it's kind of like, really? That's a little weird. But if you think about it, it makes sense because it it promotes like the idea of freestyle, and it promotes the idea of doing different stuff and not doing the exact same run 3 times. You have to do 3 different runs and you have to be consistent with it. So it's just showing who is all around the better BMX rider. As long as it's judged fairly, that is what matters a lot. Here's Marcus Christopher. Marcus lives about 40 minutes from me, from where I'm at right now. Hopefully you can see me or see it. Yeah, you can. Oops. I guess we'll just watch that again because I clicked off of it. Yeah, Morgan Wade double whipped into the ramp, but our Willie kind of backflipped into it. I feel like backflip and double whip are 2 completely different things, but I don't know. You can hear Nick Bruce yelling. Yeah, Marcus kills it. So the winners that we had are Willie for first in big air, Morgan Wade for second, and Vince Byron in third. Dirt, yeah, no, this is Park. First Logan Martin, second Rim Naka, I don't know how to say his last name, and then it was Jose Torres, I think. That's who that is. Jose Torres, yes. You learned how to bunny hop. That's awesome. It's the first step to every other trick, basically. So you're on your way to every other trick, basically. In street, we had Garrett Reynolds, Matt Ray, and Chad Curley. Dirt, we had Logan Martin with his second gold of the day, Brandon Lupos, and David Gadziak, who absolutely destroyed himself on his last run. It was bad. What's this? This is the backflip drop in, which he almost manualed down it. Then he does his forward bike flip thing that no one else is doing on that. Nakamura. Okay, that's worse. Dude, that was insane. Look how psyched everyone in the stands was. That is actual support. Street was pretty good, I would say. Garrett did a lot of quarter pipe tricks, and I think that's what helped him win, because he did all his normal insanity on the street stuff, but then the difference between him and some of the other people is that Garrett was doing pretty awesome park tricks on the quarters between his street tricks. So yeah, what else we got here? Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can see any of. Okay, so here's Logan Martin's dirt run. Flip bar to tuck to probably trying to bar, 720 bar to bar, double truck to down whip, hopping in from the curve wall, and then a 720 bar spin to tuck no hander. Why did Garrett win X Games but third at Vans? I don't know. I didn't see that one. I think that's why Garrett didn't win Australian X Games. He didn't do anything on the quarters in that comp. That would make sense, honestly. It definitely would make sense. So that was Logan Martin's winning run. Give me the BMX Instagram, please. I think this is, yeah, that's Logan Martin's run again. Does Mike Barga have his 900 tail whip? What is this? No. Yeah, okay, so here's this 900 tail whip. Super clean. I mean, it wasn't like perfect, obviously, but he did not tag. Boom, he just landed a little low. That was it. Who would you like to see at 2020 X Games? That is too hard of a question to answer right now. There's too many people who kill it way too hard to even like take a stab at that. So let's see if Garrett has any of his footage on here. Nope. Because Garrett does not seem to post that much. What about Matt Ray? Here's some Matt Ray. Oh my god. Full cab straight, or not straight, full cab double bar. Ricky or X Games? What do you mean? Yeah, Matt Ray is amazing at BMX. I don't know how he is as a person. I've never met him. What else do we got? Does Morgan Wade have his run on here? Maybe he does. No, this is practice. Which will be crazier, X Games or the Olympics? X Games, I think, because there's more people, more events. There's just more going on to have the potential craziness. Nah, I'm saying. Let's see. Ooh, let's watch Morgan Wade do an overtooth back over. Boink. Overtooth to nose manual. Let's see. 2020 X Games. Brian Foster, Rooftop, DMC, Aiken, and Nyquist. That's a good one. I was surprised there was no DMC invert this year. Has he retired? I don't know. I don't know his story behind any of that. Vital. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Kevin. I'm sure they have it all because that's what they do. This is Kyle Carlson's stuff. That's not very much. Yes, I saw Ricky's ice kick the bars. It was sick. Or wasn't it double peg kick the bars? Dig BMX. Okay. I don't follow Dig, so oops. That's not what I meant. I can still get there. There's literally not a single X Games post on here. Apparently Dig is boycotting X Games. How funny. No Rebel Jam posts either. Very interesting. What is this? This looks like a front brake trick. Oh. Ricky is definitely right with his comment on this, I'm sure. All right. I think X Games. Oh, X Games has an Instagram? Oh my god, they do. You guys are killing it. Let's check this stuff out. Oh, this is the 900 tail whip. We already saw that. Here's Daniel Sandoval's thing that I wasn't sure how to explain. See, his body spins a different direction. So, like, it's so hard to explain it. So there's a 360 whip to decade. You're right, it is a decade. So it 540 whip decade. That does make sense. There's no other way kick. His bike stays where it's at. So he does a decade because of it. if it was a whip the other way, his bike would move, but his bike is in landing position right there. And ideally, it would have stayed facing the way he landed instead of having to kick it back. I'm an analyst now. So yeah, 540 whipped a decade, I guess. Or because you wouldn't want to say 3 whipped a decade. Did his body spin all the way around? Yep. So is it technically... Let's see. Let's watch this again. This is so difficult to explain. It was just a whipped a decade. Right? Watch his body. Whip to decade. No, that's just a whip to decade. %, whip to decade. His body does not move until he does the decade. It makes it a 540 with his body, right? I don't know. It's definitely a whip to decade. That's what I'm calling it. What? Somebody's got the fly. Dan, message me a link to that on Instagram. Jason Taylor, you're not wrong. It's definitely crazy. It's just hard to call what it is. This was sick too. Kevin Peraza. Half cab whipping off of a sub. Pretty awesome. Here's a slow-mo of it. Man, XGames Instagram is on top of it. Doink, half cab whip. How is he wearing a long sleeve shirt? Dude, that flare whip over the spine was insane. He really almost had that. He needs to do that somewhere. He probably already has. It's probably already filmed and going into a video. But, dude, that was nuts. Let's see, so BMX, there's skate. I doubt anything super insane happened in skate. Do you guys ever watch the skate though? The announcing for skate is so funny. Here's Garrett. Oh, here we go. Here we can watch Garrett. So pegs up 180, turn down. Then he does double bar. Then he does giant 180 whip down that thing to flat. Dead air there, but I don't know. 270 T-bog. The skate women's been overtaken by little kids from Asia. That oppo whip and then nose manual down a round rail to bar spin. I'm sure that was probably opposite truck to nose manual on the quarter. 540. He didn't do anything there, but then he does feeble to whip. And then a switch down whip, or opposite down whip. Bar to ice. Like, that's amazing. Steve Caballero's somewhere screaming, it's not a half cab. That's funny. I mean, it's clear why he won. Garrett is definitely a monster. So, okay, I got a funny story for you. Here's the backflip body varial. We'll watch that in a second. But I have a funny story about X Games. So today I was watching Street. It was the replay. It wasn't live, but I was watching the Street replay. And Lewis Mills was riding. And I was thinking while he was riding, I was like, oh, it's funny how he rides for Garrett, but he's riding against him right now. And I'm like, they should mention that in my brain. I didn't say this out loud. And literally not even 2 seconds later, and the very next thing that was said was rides for BMX legend Garrett Reynolds or something like that. Not even 2 seconds later. It was crazy. What's this? Here's Logan Martin's gold park run. This was a good run too, I think. Burp. He's flying. Flip invert. Flare tuck. Was that opposite flare tuck or is he goofy footed? Flare bar. Hold up, was that an opposite flare tuck that he did? For real though, I want to see that. Flip whip. Down whip opposite, I think. Tuck no hander opposite hip, I think. I don't know. He's right foot forward, but he does it all. So then he does flip invert to flare tuck to the right. And then at the end he does a flare bar to the left. Hey, thank you, Ayala, for that super chat going straight into the California Fund. Everything, any of that is going straight into going to California and making more videos for you guys to watch. So that was crazy. I want to know which one was regular and which one was opposite, because he did a trick in both of them. Then we've got, this is the backflip body varial. This is so crazy. People are going to be doing that to like Superman seat grabs. I did watch dirt qualifying. What's up, Brian Lawrence? And his hand came off. Of course it did. Do you see what he just did? It would have been disappointing if he landed it completely perfect. People are probably legitimately, people are probably going to do that to Superman seat grab stuff eventually, because the nature of grabbing that grab spot and then kicking your feet straight back. Brian Lawrence, thank you for that. Once again, straight into the California Fund. People will be doing that in double backflips soon. They'll be doing backflip, so they're going to backflip, then they're going to do the body variable, then they're going to backflip again. But yeah, thank you, Brian Lawrence. I very much appreciate it. I do that work. One, because it's fun. Oh, I'm going to California, 100%. But I do it, one, because it's fun and I love doing it and I enjoy it. And two, because there's all of you people in here who enjoy watching it. That makes it that much better. I would do it if no one watched it. And the fact that a whole bunch of people do makes it that much easier to put the work in and make it happen. Dude, look how crazy that is. You just watch this on repeat. I want to watch it again. There's still time to go to California, unless it falls off into the ocean. So his arm is twisted up there. Yeah, that's insane. His arm is like twisted nasty, and he just brings it back to normal. Twists his wrist back real quick. That has to hurt. What else do we got here? Not a lot of guys do body varials on BMX. I don't even know how you visualize that in a flip. I don't like hearing that, Brian. I'm sorry. Not a lot of guys do regular body varials on BMX. I don't even know how you'd visualize that in a flip. On a BMX bike, I feel like it's probably harder because your bike can move around a lot easier. There's less weight there, you know, less weight to move around with a bike. So if you do anything wrong, your bike can get messed up. Whereas a dirt bike, it's way bigger, so it's harder to kick it off track. It takes a little bit more force. There was, what's his name? They called him Special Greg on the Nitro Circus thing, doing that special flip where he bar hop and flip around. But you don't really see people do the body varial just straight up and down. I can't recall seeing anyone do it. I probably have, I just don't remember, but I would like to see that video of whoever's done it before. Oh man. What else can we watch here? This is a bike. Oh, we already saw that. John Parker used to do them on vert. Can you find a video, Chris, and send it to me? Anyone watching Cranksworks Whistler next week? That contest is always insane. Chris Hughes has done body varials on vert. I want to see the video of it because that's nuts. I'm rechanging the title of the stream. Whoa, 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 that was scary. I thought I closed it. I would like to watch Crankworks, I'm just not up to date on how you actually watch it. Let's see, what is this? Devin Smiley. A woman got attacked by a bear at Whistler. That's pretty scary. Live stream on their YouTube or Red Bull TV. Okay, that's cool. Dang, that half cab bar. Devin Smiley is someone that I would like to see just pull together a run. He almost had the winning park run or street run today. If he would have pulled his last trick that he was trying, this one right here, if he would have pulled that in his run, it was the last thing he was trying, but he came off the bike, he probably would have won because his run was amazing. Thank you, Dan. I got your message. I will check it out. Probably when I'm laying in bed trying to sleep today. Thanks, Chris, too. Matt, you're way too kind and way too nice. Let's see. What's this? Oh, here's our Willie's thing again. Yeah, I'll check that video out. It doesn't matter, it's in Spanish. I just want to watch whatever it is if it's like a close-up. That trick is so crazy. And look at his body armor. I'd wear body armor too if I was even just trying to jump that thing. It's so crazy to me. Okay, so why do you guys think that he only rides for hyper? It's clear that he has profile hubs on his bike. You'd think that this guy who's got so much exposure for BMX would ride for more companies in BMX. Clearly he's riding profile hubs. I feel like BMX just doesn't take advantage of things business-wise. Sent a DM for Chris Hughes body burial. Let me see. He's not a Who cares that he's not a BMX rider? He rides in BMX contests. That makes him a BMX rider. Oh my god, that's crazy. Who is Chris Hughes anyway? I don't know this guy. Okay, so crap. No, that was a Okay, I can actually check that out. He's a mega ramp rider. Whatever. He rides BMX and he promotes it to a whole lot of people. So, oh wait, I'm on Instagram. I'll just open another one. He promotes BMX to so many people, and that's the thing. BMX is like, oh, he's not a BMX rider. Oh, well, guess what? He rides a BMX bike and does crazy tricks on it, and he's positive and can get more kids involved in BMX. So that's the kind of person I would want to promote. Oh, he does circus tricks and he talks funny and shut up. I hate when people talk like that. That's a BMX body vario. That looks... Oh! My buddy Vinny was trying these. I feel like Vinny could... I don't know if he's pulled it before, but he definitely could. And Matt, when I said shut up, I hate that. I wasn't referring to you. Obviously, you aren't over there complaining about him. Yeah. Okay, I can't hear him say, oh, no way anymore. Yeah, it's kind of stupid that the BMX community doesn't want to support his background, because his background can spread a lot of positivity. Shadow has a skateboard for sale, but they're not a skate company. So does S&M. It's a good point. So let me see. Chris Gold's tagged me on Facebook, so I gotta see. John Parker Drano body vario. It's on YouTube though. I'm gonna get copyrighted. John Parker Drano. Alright. Let's see. R. Wheelie was a scooter rider that graduated to a BMX bike rider, and he is doing pretty good at it, isn't he? Oh my god, dude, that's so scary. Gets up like a freaking gladiator. Ooh, straight to his face. That's why you wear full faces in vert. Oh my god, that's insane. I want to try an electric death, maybe at Apple Creek. I'm not sure what that means. But dude, look at this. Right here. Boom. That is the craziest thing ever. He did it on a vert ramp. That's amazing. Alright. I think that's how we're going to end this stream. Once again, I want to say thank you to Kevin Jackson, Ayala, and Brian Lawrence. Also 20 Grip, aka Michael, because you guys have all helped the California Fund. The chair equals electric death. Interesting. Kyle Loza body varial trick. Gotcha. Anyways, you guys are helping all of it. And I'm going to make so many videos whenever I go to California. I'm pumped. So thank you. And we're going to see you maybe Thursday. Definitely tomorrow. Actually, Lip Lord's best of whatever day, month is going up tomorrow. Maybe I'll upload another video too. Depends on how much I can get edited. If not, see you on Tuesday for the Free Night Hub first impressions on my bike. Filmed that today. Went well. Got some stuff on Instagram. Yeah. Thank you again, 20 Grip. And everyone else who has super chatted tonight. We're going to California. And I am psyched. Good night, everybody. Hopefully we're still here. I want to say thank you all for being here. Thank every single one of you for being here. Now we're going to bed. Good night.